there is nothing more exciting than a launch. You've worked so hard to get to this point, and now it's time to get it out there into the world. But hopefully, this idea is not a one and done deal. Now is the perfect time, more than any, to set yourself up for that product and just keep on selling.
Just keep on going. Or maybe you want to expand your collection a little bit, add more products and services. Either way, having a system that has your back through it all will help you stay on track.
Nice.
That's a little hint. So today, I'll be walking you through on some ways that Dubsado can help you streamline and scale your business. There's a lot more than having pretty proposals and invoices, so we'd love to show you around. Let's take a peek around Dubsado and some of the fun and exciting things that it can do for you.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
All right, today is the day. It is day 5. You are going to launch that product today. Super exciting. On your Dubsado to-do list today is to get a Dubsado membership. If you are new to Dubsado and you are just testing things out on a trial as we are setting it up, now is the time to get a membership. Dubsado's trial is 3 clients or leads long. So when the 3rd client hits, it's not going to let anyone fill out your proposal form. So you're going to want to get a Dubsado membership so that it's unlimited. Once you're on a Dubsado membership, you can have as many clients and leads as you want to. So before you put that link live, make sure to get a membership. So hopefully after you launch that product, you are refreshing your email, you're seeing all those proposal completed things coming through, and you're seeing this leads page fill up with all those leads. You can use code 5 days to launch when paying for a plan to get 50% off your first month or year. So before you sign up, definitely use that code to get that discount. I'm briefly going to talk about in this next video what you can do in Dubsado so that as you expand your service set, as you grow as a company, we can grow with you. This is where you're going to live most of the time. This is where your leads come in, your jobs come in. This is your home base, is this projects page. So right here on the main menu, just click projects and you're going to see all this here. You can customize this page to look how you want to in terms of what is displayed. So I have set up these funnels for leads to kind of go through the process. So a new lead comes in, they should land right here for me just because how I set that up. A proposal is sent, they should move into this funnel, and I can move them around like this by moving them around like that. And then for jobs, I have them set up in to their certain sections. So these are called Dubsado's funnels or Dubsado's statuses. It's the status that this lead or this job is. So you can set them up however you want to by clicking this customize button and being able to rearrange and name your statuses. You can also add tags to your project. So if you want to sort by certain tags, you can do that here on this customize page. All right, so going back to the projects page, again, you are going to live right here most of the time. So I'm going to go into a project that I already have in motion. We briefly looked at it while we were testing workflows. So as you can see, I'm right here in the project and in my emails section. So these are all the emails that I have sent my client. And again, if you connected your email in the settings, it's going to send from your email address. So you don't have to have it worry. You don't have to worry that it's coming from a Dubsado email address. It's coming from your email. So as you can see, here is where all the emails that I've sent my client. So these are all the test things that I had. If you need to add a contract and the workflow is not doing it, you can simply just add a contract that you have written right here. You can add tags. You can change your project status. This is where all the client stuff is going to be. If you need to activate your client portal, you can do so here. Let's click activate. And let me just log in and show you what that looks like. I'm going to click view. And I am logging in as a client. So now that I'm logged in, this is your client portal. You can customize exactly how this looks in the settings. So let's go back here in the settings, and you're going to click portal, your client portal, and that's where you're going to customize the settings of your client portal. This is just a very, very basic look of the client portal. You can upload a new logo. You can upload a header image here. You can change the colors of these items, but a client portal is a perfect place. If you're sending your clients lots of emails, lots of forms, it's a great place for your client to keep everything in one place. So this is like their briefcase of all the items that you've sent them. If you have multiple projects with them, you can sort through projects with them. But they'll be able to clearly see what's incomplete, what's due, and you'll be able to share items with your clients that way. You can see the emails that that you've sent them, and they can update their client information here. So that's what the client portal looks like. You don't have to use client portals. Client portals are not needed when viewing a form. We get that question a lot. When sending a form, does it have to be password protected and behind a client portal? No. If you send your client a form, they don't have to log into anything if you don't have that set up. So client portals are just optional if you're sending a lot of things, but otherwise, so if you send your client a form or an email or a contract, you can just have them click that link and view it right there. So speaking of sending forms and sending emails, if I want to send a form to my client, I just go to Forms and I add a form. Let's just keep adding the same one that we're using, and I click Add and I send it off. So this is something additional that I'm sending my client. Like, I've already sent this proposal. I don't need to do it. I'm just showing it for the case of the video. But then I click send that off to my client. I can customize the canned emails and send that off just by clicking send. If I need to create a manual invoice, I can go to invoices and add any packages that I have created or create a new line item. I can add a payment schedule, which breaks down the invoice into separate sections. So it has a deposit and a remainder amount. Let me just show you what that looks like just so that you can see. So let's say after this is applied to the invoice, 50% is due. I can add reminders to my invoices so that I can send past due reminders like, hey, give me my money, it's due right now, so that you don't have to manually follow up with clients. Dubsado can do it for you by adding reminders. If you add reminders onto your invoice and your client has already paid that section of the invoice, no need to worry, it will not send. The reminder will only send to your clients when payment is still needed. So I'm going to apply that. All right, so here we are. The 50% is due on today, and you can see that there it's going to send a reminder 2 days before the due date. And if I want to send that off to my client, I just click send via email, or if I want to preview it, open a new window, and you can see how that looks for your client. Look, they have the payment broken down right there. It's all calculated. And again, if they didn't pay that, that reminder will go out and send to them. Dubsado has the option to set up reoccurring invoices. So if you have a subscription service or a kind of reoccurring payment that you work with your clients, you can set up reoccurring invoices so that you can deduct, let's say, $200 from their credit card every single month, or $1,000 every 6 months, something like that. You can set that up on the project here under reoccurring invoices. If you need to send your appointment scheduler, this is where you do it under appointments, and you can add your appointment scheduler. Or appointment schedulers also work like that proposal that we created. You can embed it on your website or send it as a link. Let me show you an example of what a scheduler looks like. All right, so here's an example of an appointment scheduler that I have created. This is a link that I would have sent my clients, and it allows them to see my calendar that I have set up with availability, pick a time, go to a form if I have a form attached, fill it out, and complete the appointment process. So they get added to my calendar. They get a reminder email sent to them. Let me just test this out so that you can see. All right, so my name is Test, so that's how I filled it out. But your client is able to add it to their calendar, and then it gets added to their calendar. They get reminders, they get confirmation emails, whatever you have set up. And to set that all up, you're going to do that in Templates and Scheduler to set that up. Again, we worked through workflows, so you know how to do that. And we also have project boards, like you're familiar with Asana and Trello. They have those Kanban style boards. You can also create those within Dubsado. There's a lot to soak in. There's a lot that Dubsado can do. But most likely, if you're wanting to deep dive in and to get started in the beauty of all that Dubsado can do, you're going to be making your way through this templates dropdown, your scheduler. So you click scheduler and you can see all the scheduler templates that you have created, or you can create here. Forms, you're familiar with this page. Creating your contracts, subagreements, questionnaires, proposals, and lead captures, all are going to be created in here. This is where you're going to probably be spending most of your time, is creating those templates. These templates that you create can be used over and over and over again. Create them once, then you're done. Use Smart Fields to auto-fill in client information so that when you apply it to a project, you're not going in and customizing it with the name, with the date. Have Smart Fields do that. I briefly covered Smart Fields in the proposal like we used with the packages. They can be used in terms of auto-populating a client name, auto-populating the invoice total, and many, many other things. Contracts signed in Dubsado are legally binding documents. So have them sign it. We store the IP address. We store everything necessary to make it legally binding. Next, another place we're going to be spending a lot of time are canned emails. I cannot stress this enough. Get your canned emails in Dubsado. If you're catching yourself typing things out over and over and over again, stop. Get it put into a canned email so that you can just quickly choose things that you want to do. Again, Smart Fields are a great place to save some time. As you can see, this payment reminder says, hey, client name. As soon as you apply this to a project or as soon as a workflow sends this, it's going to auto-populate the client's name, the payment schedule that's due, all of that necessary information. Smart Fields can be accessed by clicking this little Smart Field thing, and these are all the items that it can auto-populate. Then we have packages. If you want to create them outside of the proposal, that's where you do it. We've already set up some workflows. And then payment schedules. We briefly covered payment schedules on the project, but this is where you can apply payment schedules to your invoice and have it break it down into a deposit, maybe a middle amount and a remainder amount, but it just separates out that invoice total and allows you to add reminders on it. There is so much that Dubsado can do, and way more than I can cover in just 15 to 30 minutes. So if you want to learn everything that Dubsado can do, check out the Dubsado link in the workbook, and it can outline all the things that Dubsado can do, links to how you can do them. And of course, again, if you have any questions, please chat us using the chat icon at the bottom right of your Dubsado screen or email us hello@dubsado.com. Our support team is here almost 24 hours a day, and we're always happy to help answer any questions that you might have. We have tons of videos and resources to help you through your process and along your journey, free one-on-one calls. We have a free migration service to get you from another CRM into Dubsado, and we have a free template inputting service. There's so many things that we can do for you. Our team is always here to help you. So just know as you're going along your Dubsado journey, you are never alone. There's always a team here that supports you and is here for you. All right, so thanks for watching and congrats on day 5 of launching your product.